Go.
Okay, so they'll get their green paper, and you can tell them how straight cuts will make rectangles. And then, but really, if y'all look at the pumpkin over at my bench, the wide part is at the bottom of the stem, and the thinner part is at the top of the stem. So encourage kids to make trapezoids, and you can show them how to do that by cutting triangles like this, and then you cut off the top, just like that. Okay, then the glue sponge. Now I'm going to ask you to open these. As you notice, kids are cutting. You be responsible for opening these, because what it is literally a glue just soaked, or a sponge just soaked in glue. But the idea is they don't get their hands as messy with glue bottle. So it just stays, and this is how you'll set up the table with just scissors, 2 glue sponges. And then the only other material they need is the black crayon, but of course they use that for the lines, raise it up, and get their green paper. So when they have all their stems cut, this is how they use the glue sponge. The only rule I have with glue sponge is you never touch it with your actual hands. You place the paper in the glue sponge, and you press it down a bunch of times like this. You might get a little bit of glue on your hands, but just pick it up. The kids really enjoy that. It's got the perfect amount of glue, and let's just pretend that I'm putting a new stem right here. And really kind of emphasize that they want to put it down a little bit on the pumpkin so that it's not right on the top, because that'll get the illusion of it being round. So kids actually, without even prompting, use the rest of their green papers. And so film these really quick. These are some great examples of how they used it. So these are some really good examples of how students follow directions. So this one, she just made all of her green paper grass, but she really followed directions with the curved lines. And then a lot of them just kind of had fun with tearing up their paper. So that is it. I had kids just leave their papers on the table, meet me on the carpet for like a pumpkin song as people were finishing, and then they were able to take it home. And what I tell them is, hold it like a lunch tray. Hold it like a lunch tray. And if you see like 4 or 5 that are just outstanding, keep them and write the teacher's name on the back, and we'll put them up in the hallway. All right, good.